This tiny kitchen show that's here to inspire you to make great meals in your own house. No matter how big your kitchen, how fancy, you can always make something really great if you just have some great materials and great simple ideas. So today we're going to make a flank steak, which is pretty thin little cut. We're going to cook it slowly in this stoneware dish here with some vegetables. We're going to marinate it for a little bit first. And then we'll also have some brown rice, which is cooking on the stove. And then maybe make a nice little salad out of watercress and radishes, really zingy and crunchy. Okay, my concept with the flank steak here is to give it a little time with some oil, soy sauce, or tamari, and some little bits of ginger and garlic, and maybe some scallions too. Just kind of toss it a few times every 5-10 minutes in that nice marinade just to give it some kind of extra flavor and character. So let's peel the ginger. It's really simple. I'm not going to make it too tiny, just kind of slivers. Pat those babies right on the flank steak. Little seasoning of course. I have some nice ground salt, which people might think is a waste on a marinade, in a marinade, but hey, it's coming in direct contact with the meat, so bring it on. And then also some sort of thin slivers of garlic too. I'm not making them minced. This is going to be also kind of black garlic. So we sprinkle that on there. Just give it a dash of this turmeric. And little spritz of oil. And I'm actually going to bake this piece in the oven at a low temperature. A lot of people, you know, they recommend grilling it. And the one thing is you got to be really careful to not overcook it. You want it pretty rare because it gets super tough if it's cooked a lot. One more dash of that. When we do throw the flank steak in the slow cook oven, I'm just going to chunk up some vegetables that'll be nice roasted along with it. So just a real rough chop of onions. I'm going to toss all this into that roasting pan, which is now serving as a marinating pan. So the last little bit of prep is to make a little salad. It's almost too small to be called a salad. I was just thinking it would be nice to have some little crunchy kind of garnish items. A nice little lemony vinaigrette to toss them in, and that'll be alongside the rice and the flank steak. Nice and fresh, green, very green. So plucking those out. Last step is to make a simple dressing for this, which we'll do quickly in a jar. So, you know, a couple tablespoons of oil, 2 parts oil and vinegar, going with the white wine vinegar. Shake that one. See, it's very clear, almost vanilla. We'll put that in the fridge with our leaves and toss it right at the end so it doesn't get too soggy. The rice probably needs a half an hour or so. I'm going to set the oven to 350. That's the temp the flank steak's going to go in at. Okay, we flipped our flank steak a couple of times. It's tossed and sitting in a nice light marinade that we made with garlic, ginger, scallion, soy, and oil. Now the oven's ready, and we're gonna throw in some other vegetables that'll roast along with it. So we're putting it into a 350 oven, thinking for about a half an hour. Okay, we're about 10 minutes in. It's barely getting some color. So way too premature. Just checking. We'll flip it in about 10 more minutes. Okay, the brown rice is drying up. I had it on really low heat, but I didn't put enough water in. I'm the opposite of what you should do as a rice cooking person. I always open the lid a million times and keep adding liquid. Brown rice especially seems to soak it up. Those electric rice cookers are probably the best. Now, just slicing very thin slivers against the grain, so it almost comes out like a shredded beef, and this is just how you want it cooked. So it's very rare, medium rare-ish is our perfect brown rice. Super good for you. This is one of the best parts. These roasted veggies can sit somewhere in between. It'll mix nicely with the rice. And now we just dress our salad. Ooh, that lid is tight. So pouring our sort of lemony vinaigrette over the watercress and radish. This plate's a little crowded, so I'm going to get a little side plate. Okay, it's pretty simple 2-ingredient salad, but lots of flavor, lots of crunch. It's good for you. A little bit of red wine, and just dive in. Mix and match, enjoy it. And that was pretty simple. It was one burner meal on this tiny kitchen, and have fun in your own kitchen. A little extra is something really nice you can make after a meal, and this is Greek yogurt. It's super thick, so you just need about 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt, or any yogurt, plain. Plain's nice because the flavors won't clash with what we're going to put in here. This is just a teaspoon of wheat germ in the hippie days, and a little bit of agave nectar, which is almost the same thing as honey. So you just blend those babies together, and you get this really healthy, textured, tasty little scoop.